Welcome guys. So as you can see, this is my Jupyter notebook where you can see so much files. First of all, let me tell you that three of them are CSV files. Let me take them. First one is diabetes dataset, second one is heart dataset, and third one is Parkinson's dataset. So these three are the name of the disease, and we will be predicting whether you have these disease or not by using machine learning algorithms. So I have made three notebooks as well, where first of all we will be going through diabetes notebook. Let me open it. So as you can see, we have started our notebook by importing important frameworks and libraries. So these are those important frameworks and libraries. After which I have imported my CSV file in a variable. So these are the basic tasks where I have checked for the data set and checked for the null values. After which I checked for duplicated values, but the data was clean. There was no such null values or duplicated values. Now, as you can see, here is the shape which tells that there are 768 rows and 9 columns in our data set. After which you can see here that there is info about our data set where we can see the D types, which mean data types of our columns, which says that two of them are float and mostly are int data types. After which we can see the description of our data set, which says how much minimum value column contains or what is the maximum value a column contains. After which we will be making our training and testing set, for which we will be using train test split. So this xt means x column, that is independent columns of our diabetes data set, and y means dependent columns of our diabetes data set. So if I talk about the independent column, so here out other than outcome, all of them are our dependent data columns, and only the outcome is our dependent column. So what do you mean by dependent and independent? Independent means we will be using these columns to predict this column, that is outcome. So here is our training and testing sets. Like we have xt train, xt test for independent columns, and yd train, yd test for dependent columns. Now we have imported our accuracy score, reference score, and precision score to check for the accuracy of our prediction. And for prediction, we will be using support vector classifier from support vector machine. And now after performing the support vector machine prediction, we can see that we have accuracy score of 78%, which is not very good, but it is fair enough. And I will be going with this algorithm. So I have made a pickle file also so that I can save my model in the pickle file. After this diabetes notebook, we have heart disease notebook. As you can see, again we are doing the same thing. We have checked for shape and all. There was one duplicated row, but we removed it using drop duplicates. And now again there is information of our columns, which says that mostly of them are int and there is no null values. Again some description. Now it says df.target value counts, which says that it will print the unique values in our data set. As you can see, there is only two unique values. First one is 1 and second one 0. First one means defective heart and second one means it's a healthy heart. Again we are doing the same thing, that is train test split, but this time we will be using Gaussian Nye-Bayes. So by using Gaussian Nye-Bayes, we got an accuracy of 81% and a precision score of 89%. So at the last, we will be doing same thing. We will be making a pickle file for this prediction. Now, after this is over, we will be going through our next notebook, that is Parkinson's notebook. This is the notebook. Again, we have done the same thing, but this time we have mostly float data types and one object data type, that is name. So we can see that name contains all unique values, and I don't think it will be useful. So we will not take into our machine learning model. So simply we have dropped it, and now we can see that this is our new data set after removing the name column. So we have to predict the status of that Parkinson's disease that is present in our status column. Here it is, which says there are 147 values which are Parkinson's positive, that is 1, and there are 48 values that are healthy, that is this. So now we are going to split them into testing set and training set, for which again I have used train test split. And now for this Parkinson's notebook, to predict, we will be using random forest classifier. After using random forest classifier, we got an accuracy of 92%, which is a very good score, and a precision score of 90%. That is also well enough. Now at the last, what we have done is we have made a pickle file for that random forest classifier, and our predictions are saved in this pickle file. And the next step, we will be going through our Python file that will be for deployment that we have done using Streamlit. So this is our Python file. I have made this file, and let me show you how the things are working here. Actually, I should no, I will run it after a little bit of uh, understanding. So this is the important libraries and frameworks. With this, I have used Streamlit, Pickle, and Streamlit option menu, and we have used pandas also. With this, I am making a sidebar which will store names such as multiple disease prediction system. That will be header, and then these will be the contents. And then if selected equals diabetes prediction, then we will be going with the diabetes prediction, for which I have made named columns as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, where 1 is for pregnancies, 2 is for glucose, and so on. And in uh, DIAB diagnosis, which means diabetes diagnosis, we have set it to a string, an empty string actually, which will predict and give an answer. That is, if we press a button that is predict, then the predictor will store the prediction of all these features that we have given here. And with taking all these features, if predictor value equals 1, then we will say that person is diabetic. If not, then we will say person is not diabetic. And after that, we will print using dot success, st dot success, that is streamlit dot success, which will give a string out. After which, if selected equals heart disease, which means we are now going to make a deployment for heart disease. So again, we are doing the same thing. We have made the features using 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we will use these values in our model, and we will predict. If prediction equals 1, then we will say that person is having heart disease, else is not having any heart disease. And for Parkinson's also, we will be doing the same, that is using those features in our prediction model. And if predictor equals 1, then we will print that the person has Parkinson's disease, else we will print that person does not have any Parkinson's disease. Now we will run it, because now we have a good understanding of what this code is going to do. So we will visualize how is it going to work. I guess Streamlit run app.py. So it will take little bit of time. It will get loaded shortly. Now it's running. So as you can see, this is my project, that is multiple disease prediction system. where we are having three columns here, three buttons actually. If we press any button, then this will happen something like this. Like we are now going to predict heart disease. After which, if we press this button, then we will be going to predict about Parkinson's disease. So to check, let's check any of them. I will be choosing diabetes because we have only few columns here. So let's say pregnancy is equals 1, glucose maybe, I don't know. I don't know any of the values correct or not, if it comes into a range or not. But I am going to fill random values here. Blood pressure 150, skin thickness, I have no idea what I am doing. Insulin, no idea actually. 60, I guess. BMI 21, maybe 24. Diabetes, pedigree, function, I don't know. 0. Age, 56. And now predict. So it says the person is not diabetic. So yeah, but I'm pretty sure that prediction is going very well. Now where you can see, as we have another range of inputs here. After filling all these inputs, we can get an output which will say if the based on the input, it will say if the person is having any heart disease or not. So that's all. Thank you for watching this video till the end, and I hope we will be meeting soon in another video.